So I think that a lot of folks, a lot of us were raised on just PHP, right? You download it, install it, or it comes with the OS, right? If you're using Linux, and which most of us are using Linux on our web servers, and you just install it and it works, right? PHP is out of the box; it's right there. Even in hosting environments, usually PHP is already there by default, and that's why we find PHP being so widely used on the internet and web servers. Is it was just there. But that being said, I think that LTS introduces something that a lot of folks don't consider, at least initially. But we are seeing right now, we're seeing a time when migrations is happening a lot, and people are going to PHP 8 to get fully supported because 7 is, out of support and things like that. LTS introduces a window where you might be able to continue using PHP 7 for a little bit longer time period while you get organized to go to a supported version of PHP 8. LTS will give you a little bit of a bigger window to have that happen. Now, it's not intended to keep you on that specific version of PHP forever. It gives you a little bit more of a runway as a company where you don't need to necessarily upgrade overnight, or in the case of enterprises, where your cycles might take a little bit longer to come to fruition, and you have LTS to rely on for that. So it does make that window a little longer, and that's why it's kind of relevant to the migration and the versions of PHP metrics, is because it's LTS is really prolonging that time frame for companies that maybe didn't think about upgrading for years, and now all of a sudden they're faced with being out of support, not having security, new security fixes and things like that, and LTS can be a savior to lengthen the runway for them to get to a supported version in open source community.
I want to build on that too. The existence of LTS within an ecosystem is a sign of maturity as well. It shows that the language has a strong backing and a strong adoption, because the only reason you're going to get LTS is if there's strong adoption and people are building things that are critical that need to stick around for a while. So the fact that it's on there and that people are using them, while it may seem like, oh, why are you talking about that? Oh, you're just talking about it because you're Zend, right? It's not that. It's actually to show that we have a really strong ecosystem within PHP, and because of that, that's why it's not going anywhere.